Got to talk about an ex-Giant here. JPP, is he set for an NFL return, guys? Because he seems to think so. So he was talking to the guys over at TMZ Sports. Well, let's be honest. Anytime we have a TMZ Sports quote, it's usually not very good. But he said, I still got it. Whoever gives me that opportunity, they will see. Last year, I didn't get a chance to play. It was disappointing. But like I said, this is a business. When people feel like they don't need you, you've got to show them. And I'm in the gym 24/7 with my trainer, Mike. I feel good. I feel the young 24 me. I can't say 21. Down to 270 pounds. I've got abs. I haven't had abs since my rookie year. That's just the start. That's just the hard work I'm putting in and what I'm striving to get, because anybody that gives me the opportunity, I'm ready to go, ready to rock now. And they'll be like, yo, why wasn't he playing last year? And that's what I want them to say. Guys, I feel like every single season here, there is a move where you get an ex-player who just doesn't seem to grasp that the game has moved on. And I really don't want to be cruel about this because, listen, I got a lot of respect for JPP. He put a lot of years in with the Giants. He did a lot of great things with the Giants. Obviously, helped us win a Super Bowl there, the last one we won. But I feel like it's done. Like, the NFL has spoken. You didn't play at all last year. The year before, you were on practice squads and barely got a chance to play. So here's the numbers where he's at. Let me give you guys the exact. 2022 is with the Ravens. 14 games, 13 starts, 26 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 3 QB hits, interception, and 5 passes deflected. Played in just 60% of the defensive snaps for the Ravens. Back in 22. We're talking about the 25 season. Just, again, put this in perspective for you guys. That was also him coming off of a pretty bad shoulder injury he had that kind of ended his time also with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And 21 was not a good 21 for him either, by the way, guys. 2020 was really his best last year. 23, like I said, he spent a lot of time on practice squads, split time a little bit there with the Saints and the Dolphins. Played in 3 games, had just 2 tackles, had just 22 snaps on defense, 8 on special teams for the entire year. Didn't play at all in 24. You don't typically go from getting 30 snaps in a season and spending a lot of time on practice squads with 2 different teams as a veteran player and then get better 2 years later. Now, I know he's talking about working out. Was he, again, I don't have the knowledge to know, was he out of shape with the Saints? Was he out of shape with the Dolphins or the Ravens? That's something you have to ask people with the Dolphins, Ravens, and Saints. But you were only good enough to get 30 snaps on 2 teams that aren't exactly known for great defensive players. And 2 years later, you think you can make an impact. He's going to be 36 years old, guys. Actually, he is 36 years old now. He turned that. I forgot his birthday is what? I think New Year's Day, actually. Ironically enough, there. New year, new year all around for him. Could he be a low-end backup? Maybe. But you want to take that spot away from a kid that you're trying to develop? Would you rather have a 23-year-old player that doesn't have a lot of experience that maybe you can turn into a legit backup in this league? And I'm keeping it realistic. Or would you rather get a guy who's going to be 36 years old, just trying to get into one more season? I would take the young kid. I would. And the only thing you say is, could he be a good mentor? Yeah, that's the one thing you say. A team with a bunch of young edge rushers, would you maybe sign him and say, let's get a veteran? Hell, the guy's got 631 career tackles, guys, 94.5 career sacks. That's a legit NFL career. It's not a Hall of Fame, but it's a Hall of Very Good. That's what he's at, the Hall of Very Good. And he's just hasn't been the same player the last couple of years, guys. Again, he hasn't been great really since 2020. We're talking about 2025. 5 years ago, he was good. It's like I said, it's time. And listen, if the Giants or another team wants to give him a chance in camp and see what he's got, I got no problem with that. But you can't give this guy any kind of guarantees. I also don't want to see him give false hope because I feel like that becomes like a disrespect kind of thing to everything this man did. And I know, Jay says, I don't know, Calais Campbell still gets jobless at 39. Calais Campbell still plays at a high level at 39. That's the difference. I mean, he's just the oddball. It's like, that's not normal. Like if I go, and again, PFF's not everything, but I'm just trying to give you guys a quick one. 82.3 PFF grade last year, guys. That's damn good. So, like I said, Joe says, damn, last time he was good, Drew was in his 30s. Well, that's not saying much. I'm 42, damn it. I'm not like making it seem like I'm like 47 here. Stop it. And listen, I know he said inflation issues and stuff like that. Listen, I get it. I do think that maybe it's him having money issues, like you guys are saying here in the comments. Maybe it's just he loves the game. I don't know. But and I don't know him personally. That's part of the problem. You need to make a call on what I'd like to see with him with the Giants, because let's be honest, what he's most known for besides playing football is the whole fireworks and shooting off his hand thing. So is he a good mentor? Was that just one stupid mistake, or did he make a lot of stupid decisions? I don't know. We got to talk to people that actually know that kind of stuff there. But when I look at a guy that barely contributed 2 years ago, that wants to go ahead and come back into this league, didn't get a shot last year, chances are you're not getting a shot again. It's kind of like when Adrian Peterson just refused to retire for a while. That's where I feel like it is, So, yeah, like I said, JPP, man, I wish you all the happiness in the world. I hope you get some kind of, career within football post, if that's what he wants. Maybe, as a, guy, as a coach. Again, learned a lot. I mean, listen, this kid point blank was like a physical phenom when he came into the league. And it took him a year or two to kind of get going. But once he got going, really good player. So I like I said, I think he's a guy that could be decent as a coach maybe, or as a mentor to some of these young guys, but a mentor that doesn't play on the same team. Time is up. And I hate to say it, and I wish I could see more time with JPP playing just for memories. I'll always root for him. He's, like I said, he's definitely one of those once a Giant, always Giant guys. But I do think time has kind of passed him by there.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please